Good afternoon, and welcome to the March 4th, 2024 Town of Smyrna Beer Board. You can call this meeting to order, and this first order of business, as always, is the Pledge of Allegiance. Jason, would you lead us?
Sure. Please face the flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I always want to say amen at the end.
Do we have any citizens' comments? Does not appear that we do. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from last meeting?
we have.
Yes.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion, we approve it.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. We have no old business, so we're going to go ahead and dive into new business. We have the Station Theater, LLC, located at 118 Front Street in Smyrna. Would the owners please step forward, introduce yourself, and tell us a little bit about your business?
Mr. Chairman, would you like to close, open a public hearing?
Well, sure. And we're going to open it up for public discussion.
Charles Welchance, this is my wife Amy, Aimee, in case you need to have the correct spelling. We bought this property years ago, not really sure what we were going to do with it, and we've slowly restored it. It was originally a movie theater in 1920. We've brought it back to be a live venue where we hopefully are going to show movies eventually, but have concerts and plays. We were looking along the lines of a private event venue. People would rent it for weddings and parties and such, and we find that it is changing as we've opened up, and we're finding that there are a lot of talented groups that are interested in finding smaller venues and getting out of Nashville. We've been contacted by some decent country music star names. We've got a guy that's a blues musician who's traveling all around the Southeast right now, who called us out of the blue. He said, "We found you on the internet. We want to book you in July." And every single one of them has the question, can we sit at tables or in chairs? How's the layout? And can we have a drink? And every time, people just want to be able to have a beer or a drink with the performance, and that makes sense to us. And so we wasn't on the radar a couple years ago. We were going to even go this route, but now we've looked into it. We feel like this is going to bring some neat things to Smyrna. We're pretty excited about getting some big name people downtown Smyrna that are going to bring shopping and dinners and eating and bring crowds in and stuff. So anyway, in a nutshell, that's the theater. That's what we've kind of put together downtown.
Okay. So I'm assuming, of course, that you're familiar with the laws concerning alcoholic sales.
We've read through the Title VIII, the paperwork we were given several times. We thought we were familiar with them when we started reading that. And there's a lot of information to get familiar with. So I'm sure we don't have it memorized, but yes, we've learned a lot just in this process.
So how do you plan on carding folks?
A couple of different ways. A lot of our beer sales, and eventually if we even decide to get a liquor license, sales will all be at events that are probably going to be 18 or 21 and up. So people will be carded when they buy their tickets and even come in the door, whether they're drinking or not. And those that are 18 and up, 18 to 20 will be marked as that, or there'll be a bracelet given to those 21 and up. And then at the concession stand bar, when people purchase alcohol, they'll be ID'd again there. But if it's a movie we're showing on the weekend, a matinee movie that's going to be a Disney movie or something, our plan is not to even have alcohol available for that. I mean, mom might want it with the kids, but we kind of want it to be an environment to where people can come and watch a fun movie and a family movie, and there's not drinking. So we still want to provide that environment, but if there is going to be drinking, it's going to be as people come in the building ID'd, so we know who's in the building and at the bar. So we want to be pretty strict on
So
that.
your intent is that it's going to be more like not serving at tables, but more of a concession
Correct.
stand type.
Correct.
Yeah, at the point of sale, yeah.
Yes.
Does your point of sale have some sort of age check mechanism? Like, you know, you go to the grocery store and they ask you for your ID and they type it in and it says approved.
At this point, it does not. That could be implemented. We're not overly familiar with that. We're pretty basic at this point. Even with our food items are gonna be concession stand, like movie theater type food items. So it's gonna be pretty basic, ring it up and total them out. It's gonna be somebody reading the ID. But we don't plan on hiring, first-time job kids in this role because they're only gonna work a couple nights a month.
Yeah.
And it's not really a great
Yeah.
job for a college kid. It's gonna be
Yeah.
more like people in their 20s and 30s that believe in the vision of bringing some really neat arts and plays and concerts to Smyrna. So we're hopefully gonna find mature people that are checking IDs that actually take the time to read everything and don't just look and put it down, you know?
It's not required. I was just curious.
No, I'm not familiar with that, so we'll look into that because that
And
sounds
Square may have
fantastic.
that, we just haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
The platform we use might have that option, we just haven't looked.
Yeah.
Actually, that's valid, yes.
Y'all know how many employees y'all are planning to have, or?
Starting out, it's basically us because a lot of the events we have are going to be like we have a group out of Murfreesboro wanting to do a play. They're going to bring their own staff to collect tickets and to seat people and to do everything. And so I'll just pretty much make sure bathrooms are stocked, everything's good to go, and once everything's open, I'll be behind the concession stand working it. So at first, it's just going to be a couple people, us, and then we hope to hire a couple people that just are excited about the vision and are gonna come in and work events, but we do not have an employee count at this point. I'd love to be busy every weekend where we need to have a staff, that would be fantastic, but right now our booking is a couple times a month, we're having events.
Yeah, I just didn't know if maybe you had family members or something that was gonna help out or anything, so I'm just curious.
Maybe, I mean, I don't have any family here, all my family's passed away. She's got a couple of brothers, but they're
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 in their
interested.
40s.
but they're in their 40s, so they don't know if they, yeah. So that question's coming up a lot too, so.
Well, the risk is, obviously noticed you didn't have any managers listed, so it sounds like it's
Correct.
gonna be the two of you as the owners, so
Correct.
no one's gonna be more in tune than the two of you. The more you hire or the more you put in that position of responsible for ID checks. You know,
Okay.
that's the risk that you run, obviously from your standpoint, from
Right.
serving. So that's why some of the questions, are just wanting to get a feel for, if it's the two of you, you're gonna have more of a vested interest in making sure that everything's done correctly than hiring somebody, to come in, so.
Correct. Well, I retired a year and a half ago from 23 years in ministry and such, so this is all I'm doing now, so I'm gonna be there
Perfect.
constantly,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Mr. Peach, correct me if I'm wrong, but if someone were to purchase alcohol inside the venue and wanted to step out onto the front porch for a smoke, they couldn't take a drink, could they?
You're not supposed to leave the premises with it. I mean, they can have on the premises there, like if you had something out back or something like it. It doesn't sound like they're doing that anyway, but
Okay,
uh,
just
it's
wanted
not
to
supposed to
clarify.
be, the permit's for only on premises instead of off premises, so.
Okay.
Do we have any other questions?
Not for me.
Do we have a motion?
I motion to approve their on-premise permit application.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, we're gonna close discussion. You can come by and get your permit tomorrow morning after 10 o'clock.
Okay, great,
Thank you for your time. Absolutely. Okay, we're gonna open the floor for any other new business. None? Okay, set the date for the April 2024 meeting. As it happens, the first Monday falls on the 1st, so April Fools.
There we go.
And it's not an April Fool's joke. Any reports from officers, committees, or staff?
The only thing that I would say is that we're going to be appointing for Beer Board at the March 12th council meeting. We are still accepting applications at this time. We have a couple that have applied, but are willing to take additional applicants if anybody would like to get a last-minute application in. You can go online through our website at townofsmyrna.org and go ahead and fill out that application. That's it.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you.
save this and send this to Melissa.